Might you out of nowhere or at whatever point envision that the fruition of our universe may be the start of the following one, may be one that is totally stand out, indistinguishable from our own. Theories of the multiverse are not new to humankind or space science in any case. Attestation for this hypothesis is arising. The James Webb Space Telescope has, as of late, conveyed the primary picture of another universe. Since the earliest written history, individuals have looked toward the stars and thought about the sun, the moon, and the stars. For the earliest individuals, the sun and the moon were openings above through which light came into a world that they envisioned as a plate. Throughout the long term, our species found that we live on a ball that twirls and spins around a star, which is essential for innumerable different stars and planets. We are a little piece of a huge universe and a much more noteworthy multiverse. Regardless of having solid information for close to 100 years, we actually have barely any familiarity with space. Specialists are ceaselessly finding new attributes in the universe they track down, replies to old inquiries, yet numerous secrets remain. As of not long ago, we had no clue about who made the universe or why. We didn't know whether the universe had an end or was limitless. With our best telescopes, we have had the option to see around 13.3 billion light years away. At the point when we look, we are continually thinking back in time on the grounds that the Light-T telescopes, similar to Hubble, identify, has ventured out through space to contact us. We see the picture as it was the point at which the light started its excursion toward us. This view into the past is entrancing. Specialists got the opportunity to peer nearly to the start of the universe, or so they thought, until James Webb, the new space telescope from NASA, the Canadian Space Organization, and the European Space Organization ESA started its tasks in the late spring of 2022. Indeed, even the main pie from the telescope gave fragile material that started warmed banters among researchers. In particular, there are 6 systems that ought to have existed close to the dawn of mankind, for which there is no great reason. Frameworks like GLASS-z12 existed 250 to 350 million years after the enormous detonation, and that is hypothetically unimaginable as of now. There ought to have been a couple of stars gradually meeting up to shape universes, and it would have required billions of years for this to occur. What's the significance here? Is the hypothesis of the enormous detonation wrong, or is there something totally different? To be sure there is something different, we could be checking one more universe out. The picture of the system bunch Max J0647 plus 75 uncovers a staggering perspective on an assortment of worlds, like valuable gems sparkling in the endlessness of room. What energizes researchers about this picture isn't simply its magnificence, however, the way that a similar district of the universe was at that point imaged 10 years sooner by the Hubble Space Telescope. Be that as it may, the nature of the picture wasn't as definite, and the antiquated redom moved objects behind the scenes couldn't be translated. It was just evident that they existed, and that was adequately confounding the gravitational lensing impact, where little and far-off objects behind the scenes are amplified by objects in the forefront. Let specialists know that these far-off spots of light were old, exceptionally antiquated. James Webb then, at that point, uncovered shocking new subtleties because of the triple lensing impact. The universe is so old, so brilliant, thus complex, that our smooth way appears to be very normal in correlation. Specialists are especially puzzled by the information on brilliance. On the off chance that the translations are right, these systems have delivered definitely a greater number of stars than our universe. Every one of the guidelines of cosmology may be off base. Maybe researchers have assembled all cosmological models on a supposition that is currently obviously misleading. This is a shock to the people who trusted in a solitary universe and expected that all that in this universe could be made sense of by the standards of Einstein's hypothesis of relativity. Simultaneously, different parts of physical science have long proposed that almost certainly we live in a multiverse, a universe that is only one of many, with numerous aspects or equal universes that could exist next to or even inside our own. These systems could challenge our ongoing comprehension, as they have a place with a totally unique universe and exist inside something else entirely. Structure. One of the newfound systems is GLASS-z12. Systems are generally named after the perception instruments through which they are found. Glass alludes to Gravitational lensing exact redshift. Estimation in Z12 demonstrates the red shift esteem every perception bunch. Utilizes a marginally unique naming framework. The redshift worth of a world isn't erratic. Universes can likewise be given basic mathematical assignments to distinguish them. Z12 could sound average, yet cosmologists pause their breathing when they hear this assignment. This worth shows that the system existed 300 to 400 million years after the huge explosion, so it is antiquated for sure. As indicated by current cosmological hypotheses, this is apparently inconceivable. The revelation of GLASS-z12 was at that point celebrated as a leap forward in the scholarly local area. However, significantly more seasoned and additional charming cosmic systems followed. The cosmic system CR7 93316 appears to top all. Outties. This article is antiquated to the point that it existed only minutes after the huge explosion. Be that as it may, this article shows another peculiar component. Estimations of redshift delivered two uncommonly surprising outcomes. At a certain point, the item showed a red shift of 16.7, demonstrating outrageous age. Then, at that point, estimations of neighboring items to CR7 93316 were taken, and in light of those, the universe showed something else altogether. The cosmic system appeared to exist in two spots without a moment's delay. Researchers enthusiastically allude to this cosmic system as Schrödinger's universe, motivated by the well-known quantum physicist Erwin Schrödinger, who demonstrated the way that at the quantum level beyond what one reality can exist all the while. As per these hypotheses, it's conceivable not exclusively to have two universes, yet there could be possibly endless more indifferent and limitless structures. Researchers are wrestling with these outcomes and recognize the chance. However, some might in any case really like to have confidence in an observational mistake or even inquiry whether these places of light are universes by any means, while the spectroscopy examination to affirm the redshift is as yet progressing further. Information from James Webb's and IR-CAM framework has previously precluded the likelihood that it is a youthful star or a tricky dynamic cosmic core. We should consider that the disclosure of CR7 93316 is only the start of what's conceivable. NASA has recommended that the James Webb Space Telescope might actually identify systems with a red shift more prominent than 20. These inestimable frameworks would have existed only minutes after the enormous detonation, or maybe the telescope is looking a lot further into bits of our universe which could affirm that we have experienced a constraint of presence inconsequential to the huge explosion. Right now we can never again talk about the dawn of mankind, the universe, or the post-huge explosion. Period. All things being equal, we should move our phrasing and allude to it as the edge of the noticeable universe past. This lies one more captivating wellspring of light that shows an unquestionably high redshift esteem. In our pictures, this demonstrates that cosmic system 2744Y1 is a universe whose light has gone north of 13 billion years to contact us. A gathering of scientists has consolidated the best telescopes on the planet, the Spitzer telescope, Tundra, and Hubble, to catch another picture of the striking universe. By get together information from different frequencies of light and consolidating them into one picture, they've revealed entrancing subtleties. Not exclusively is the age and distance of this world dazzling, yet its pace of star arrangement surpasses anything recently trusted conceivable in material science, regardless of being a lot more youthful than our smooth way world. 2744 Y1 produces stars at a rate a few times quicker than that of the smooth way, which is exceptional for a cosmic system in a youthful universe. The perceptible universe currently has a range of 46.1 billion light-years past that. There is clearly significantly more. The better our innovation turns into, the further and more nitty-gritty our perceptions can reach. James Webb is hypothetically equipped for thinking back 13.6 billion years on the off Chanel that the huge explosion happened 13.8 a long time back. There would ultimately be a cutoff to our perceptions, as the universe would have been totally dim a few hundred years after the enormous detonation. The main stars are accepted to have frames solely after 380,000 years. In the event that stargazers keep on finding a lot more established worlds at will without a Doubts show that all past cosmological presumptions were off base as of now. NASA researchers are acquiring early bits of knowledge with the new telescope, which have previously been amazing. Nonetheless, we realize that time generally brings new disclosures, and in a couple of years scientists may without a doubt extricate significantly more from the telescope's capacities. Maybe we may at last see what truly occurred at the alleged dawn of mankind, albeit the hypothesis of the huge explosion appeared to be doable for some time. There was no evidence to help its exactness. With the ascent of quantum material science, it became undeniably more probable that our universe is unfathomably different and possibly complex. Spot models of the air pocket universe or pocket universe recommend that our universe is encased in a huge air pocket and offers space with endless different air pockets of shifting sizes. The pocket universe recommends that inside epicate universe hypothesis places that inside a universe there could exist innumerable other more modest universes, each with their own arrangement of actual regulations and conditions. These purported pocket universes or air pocket universes structure part of the bigger multiverse hypothesis, which proposes that our universe is only one of numerous that exist in an immense, conceivably boundless multiverse. The James Webb Space Telescope, GWST, with its unprecedented